Hey YouTube fans, welcome to another edition from our informational series of videos. At Retire in Lake Chapala, we are here to help inform you as to what it's like to live here. Hey, since you're watching this video, I expect you must be interested in moving to Lake Chapala. And I'm sure that during your research, you've seen a little ton of videos telling you how great Lake Chapala is to retire in. My partner Michaela and I think so, and there are many others here who would agree that this is their forever home. But what are the pros and the cons to living here? What's the real truth? Is any place in the world absolutely perfect? How does your town compare to Lake Chapala? Your state, your province, your country? This video was inspired by a thread I was reading on a local discussion board, and I was curious as to what local expats had to say about living lakeside. So going through all the posts, I've wrapped up for you in a nutshell what expats living here think is so great and not so great about living in Lake Chapala, Mexico. Here we go. The pros. A clear winter and no real surprise, the weather. The climate here is incredible, with an average year-round temperature of 72 degrees Fahrenheit, 22 degrees Celsius, and lots of sunshine, with rain, believe it or not, mostly only at night. So, what's not to like? Second place, community. The expat community has been established here for decades, and with the help of the internet has created a community second to none. Every club and service group is represented, and there is lots to do no matter your interests or your means. Third place, friendly Mexicans and Mexican culture. The Mexican people are friendly and inviting, and I'm constantly amazed at how polite and helpful they always are. The Mexican culture is still alive and well, with many parades, fiestas, and carnivals. You only need to step outside your doorstep to enjoy the Mexican culture because, hey, let's face it, you are in Mexico after all. Fourth place, the cost of living. The cost of living here lakeside is about 1/3 to 1/2 of what you would spend in Canada or the US. I've put a link below in the description with my cost of living blog. Read it and see if your cost of living isn't at least double ours. I've read other cost of living blogs that say $1,500 to $2,000 per month, and that's easily doable as well, depending on your lifestyle, number of vehicles, local trips, etc. Honorable mention for fifth place, restaurants. Great and inexpensive restaurants abound here, representing every ethnic origin possible. Sixth place, proximity to an international airport. The Guadalajara International Airport is an easy 30-minute drive on highway roads. All right now, here we go, the cons. No sugarcoating it here. The number one complaint by expats living here already, drumroll please, the cobblestone streets. While most saw this as a con, there was one person who saw the cobblestone streets as a beautiful thing. But they are rough and tough on cars and on the body, so we always wear good footwear and drive slowly. Second place, creepy crawlies. Many complained of the bugs, spiders, ants, cockroaches, and mosquitoes. All this exists here, and without some maintenance can be a problem depending on the area. I personally think that it's a great thing that we are privileged enough to live in this part of the world with such a diverse ecosystem. Third place, theft. Unfortunately, theft can still be a problem. Sometimes it is just theft, petty theft, and sometimes home robberies. Any place in the world where you have rich and poor living together, theft can be an issue. I don't think that the Lake Chapala area is any better or any worse than anywhere else in the world. Fourth place, the slower pace of life. While a few mentioned this as a con, it can actually be a good thing. After all, we always said that after we stopped working, we would try to take it a little bit easier. But it bothers some people when things are not done right away. This has improved significantly at Lakeside with so many foreigners living here, but this is still Mexico after all. Fifth place, municipal services. Admittedly, municipal services are not great here, but then again, the average tax rate on a home is in the neighborhood of $100 to $300 US per year. Yes, per year. So, what can you expect? Remember, the low cost of living is one of the big reasons why many expats love it here. Sixth place, police. The police have been and continue to be highly criticized for their services and actions. Unfortunately, they are poorly paid and the system still in general is broken. Honorable mention for 7th place, and I'm sure you've seen it in the posts on social media, traffic. Some said that there are so many gringos here that the traffic is jammed on the carretera. Although the highway is often busy, let us remember that it is a highway after all, and it's certainly not solely because of the gringos. One of my favorite activities is to look at the occupants of the vehicles and count how many are Mexican and how many are gringo. Sometimes it's difficult to tell, but mostly any random count will show 70 to 90% Mexican and the balance gringos. Of course, if you come in January to March, you'll see it closer to 70% Mexican, but during the rest of the year it's closer to 90% Mexican. Once you step off the carretera, you'll find the pace relaxed and slow with horses, cattle, goats, and golf carts ruling the road. Most of the time, depending on where you are going and where you live, you do not even have to get on the highway to get there. One honorable mention for 8th place, stray dogs. Dogs are still an issue in Mexico. Mexicans and gringos alike love dogs, and there is an abundance of strays. Due to the large number of roaming dogs, they often hear the call of nature on every sidewalk and roadway, making for slippery and dangerous walking conditions, so be careful where you step. Fortunately, there are several very active and supportive community groups and shelters helping to control the problem. But the fact remains, dogs always have been and will continue to be a fact of life here in Mexico. So there you have it, the best and the worst of living in Lake Chapala as voted by expats already living here. It's not for everybody, but there are so many people who come down here and fall in love with the place that you would do yourself a disservice if you didn't even come down for a visit to check it out for yourself. Is it for you? You decide. And when you come down, be sure to take our free tour and explore all that Lake Chapala has to offer. I think you'll be amazed. If you have any questions about living in Lake Chapala, please feel free to contact us, and don't forget to visit our Facebook page, Retire in Lake Chapala, and be a part of our lakeside community with over 1,100 followers and growing. See you soon.